The first casualty of war is the truth. Facts are hard to come by in chaotic times, and the best you can do is look at the facts and make up your own minds. This was true at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Always fun till somebody loses an eye. My name is Hilbert de Lacy, and I was there at Hastings. I am a Norman warrior. I came over with the Bretons, the French, and the Normans, and William the Conqueror himself to defeat Harold Godwinson at Hastings and make sure that William, Duke of Normandy, became William the First of England. Yes, I'm building up to it. It was for the drama. Just wait. Welcome to the world of histrionics, incredible tales from before the now. My name is Hilbert de Lacy. Norman warrior. Yes, I was there in October 1066, and let me tell you, it is just like when there are times of chaos. Getting facts around at the time of the Battle of Hastings was very, very difficult indeed. Nobody could agree on what the truth was. For a start, let us talk about the kings. Oh yes, William I, he's the first king of England, yes? You've got the posters at home and the books that say the kings of the English and the queens too. And right at the top of that list is William the Conqueror. Is he the first king of England? No! Of course he is not. He was fighting against Harold Godwinson, who was also king. There can't be the first one if it's William, if he's fighting against the one before. So maybe, oh yes, well, Harold Godwinson must have been the first king of England. Yeah, no. Because he became king after Edward the Confessor. So maybe Edward the Confessor, he was first. Yeah, no. The first king of England was almost 100 years before the Battle of Hastings. He was called Athelstan, and he was the grandson of King Alfred the Great. He united the English people against Danish Viking invasion. Then there were many, many English kings, all of them with names like Edwin and Edgar and Edward, and all very, very difficult to remember. Did you know as well that one of them was called Edmund Ironsides? That's right, sides of iron. Don't worry, he wasn't a robot. You also had a king called Ethelred the Unready. Yeah, Ethelred the Unready.
Oh no, I just want a bit more longer in bed. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the day. Oh, I'm ready now. Where are my socks? Oh, it's time for breakfast. Oh, there's a chip in the sugar.
No, of course not. He was not ready like that. Not ready means not very well advised. And he wasn't, because more Vikings were coming and he wasn't ready for them. No, you had Viking kings of England too. Oh yes, you had a King Canute and a King Svein Forkbeard. That's right, you had the King Forkbeard. Incredible. What's next, you might ask? King Geoffrey Spoonface? No, sadly, there wasn't a King Geoffrey Spoonface, which is sad because I think King Spoonface would have been awesome. But no, there was a king, Edward the Confessor, and in January 1066, he died without any children. And once again, everyone started to argue about what was true and what was not true, not getting any of the facts in a time of total chaos. Number one, of course, William, Duke of Normandy, known to you as William the Conqueror, said he should be king. He said, yes, well, one of the many, many, many other kings of the English to whom I am related, they said I could be king, so now I am. This Harold Godwinson is not allowed. And then another Viking by the name of Harold Hardrada, which means Harold Hard Ruler. He said, I should be king. I was promised being king by one of those Canute, Forkbeard, Spoonface, Knife Ears type chaps. It's my turn now. My turn. And then, of course, there's Harold Godwinson, who said, now, hello, don't worry, chaps, don't know if you know this or not, but I'm going to be king. Yeah. See, I was in the burial death type chamber with Edward before he died, and apparently he said I could be king. Now, I know there were no witnesses, nobody else there but me and Edward, but he totally said I could be king. He said I could be king, make me king, make me king, make me king. So, the English made him king. Harold Godwinson, he was very, very wealthy, had loads of cash to get soldiers and warriors to fight for him. Of course, everyone was very cross and started to invade. Now, Harold knew they were going to invade, so he waited in the south of England for them to come. But nobody came. And then, throughout the summer of 1066, still nobody came. And then it got down to autumn, and he had to send the army away to do some farming. Yes, you see, the English army is made up of the housecarls, the guardians of the king, who wear mail and carry swords. And then there are the earls and the ceorls as well, and the thanes, who are the landowners and warriors. And below them are the ordinary people, the farmers, who have to get in the crops and they have to do it in the autumn before they spoil in the winter time. Otherwise, there will be no food to eat at all. So, Harold Godwinson, King of England, lets his men go back and do the farming, and immediately finds out, the Vikings under Harold Hardrada have invaded and beaten the English people and taken the city of York. He now has to take all of his people right down from the south of England and march them all the way to the top, to the north of England, marching and marching and marching all the way hundreds of miles, and then have a massive fight at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Oh yes, there's a great deal of poking of the swords through the bridge. It was very gruesome, but the English win. They kill Harold Hardrada once and for all. And then decide to have a rest. Oh, I say, well done, chaps. Excellent, good job. Shall we have a tea and cake and have a bit of rest here in the north? Yes, tea and cake, Darjeeling. What? Not Darjeeling, but the Normans are in the south? That is right. While you were resting, the Normans and William the Conqueror had invaded in the south of England. And now Harold has to take his men and march them south, all the way down to the bottom. They just come from there. They come from the south, they went north, had a massive fight, and they go back down south again. Oh, they're totally tired out. We wait for you. We wait to hang around. We build a massive wooden fort and hide in it, waiting for you to get here. And you try and sneak up, but you cannot do the tippy-toes whilst wearing their mail armor and carrying swords. Oh, heard you, found you, there you are. Oh, and you came, of course, to Hastings, yes? To fight the Battle of Hastings. Clue is in the name, you must be at Hastings, yes? No, it is not. It's nowhere near Hastings. Well, it's quite close, but there are plenty of other places closer. Actually, the Battle of Hastings was fought at a place called Battle. And before you say, oh, I say, what a massive coincidence, it's fought at Battle. No, it's called Battle because of the battle. Battle Abbey was built around the spot where Harold died, more on that in a moment, and the town of Battle grew up around the Battle Abbey. But at the time, the battle was just in a massive field in an area known as the high-weald, an area of outstanding natural beauty. But there was no one near Hastings. It was closer to a place called Catsfield. Should we call it the Battle of Catsfield? No, it sounds like a large amount of cats have had a falling out at a farm. But the Battle of Hastings, well, Hastings is a town, and it's on the coast. It fits more with the idea of invasion, yes. It's advertising, it's marketing, it's changing the facts. The first casualty of war is the truth. So we changed it to make it sound great. And of course, we come there to fight. We come to fight you. And even though we knew you were coming, you choose your own ground on Senlac Hill. You assemble the English people in a great big semicircle, and all of you have your shields, and all of you are standing shoulder to shoulder. It's mostly people on foot and a few archers. We have warriors on foot, warriors on horseback, that's the cavalry, and loads of archers. We start by loosing our arrows right at you, but it doesn't work because you're on a hill, and actually loosing uphill is very difficult indeed. So we send in men on foot to attack you, but that's quite hard. We're attacking you in the knees. The hill's quite steep, and you're just looking down on us and smashing us in the face. Ha 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 ha! Ah, my beautiful face. No. So then the cavalry come in on their horseback, but it's very difficult to control a horse on a hill. We're all over the place, and we start to edge backwards, and you come forwards. It looks like we are retreating, and the English people say, "Oh, I say, look, the Frenchies, they're retreating. How typical. Shall we? Yes, let's charge." And you start to run towards us. A rumour goes around the Norman armies that Duke William is dead. He's not dead. He's not dead at all. He's riding around on his horse, trying to tell people he is alive. He's saying, no, don't worry. I'm still alive. Do not panic. I'm alive. Don't worry. I'm staying alive. Staying alive. Ha, ha, ha. Staying alive. Oh, yes. He had a touch of gnat fever. And you could tell by the way he rode his horse he was a woman's man. But there was no time to talk, especially not for the Bretons. They were the soldiers on the left of the Norman line. They started to edge backwards, and then started to run away. The English gave chase. But in doing so, you broke your formation. You broke your lines. You were no longer shield to shield or shoulder to shoulder. There were gaps that we could ride into on horseback or run into and attack you. And we defeated you by doing exactly that. Was it a trick? Did we just pretend to run away? Did we pretend to be scared? Some people say not. Again, difficult to know the truth. And what of the English king, Harold? Well, he died, did he not? Yes, with an arrow in the eye. Maybe. You see, the Bayeux tapestry says King Harold died, and on the tapestry picture, you can see a man getting hit in the eye with an arrow. But there is another man underneath that description. He is getting attacked with a sword. So maybe King Harold is that man getting attacked with a sword. Or he could be the man getting an arrow in the eye. Or he could be both men at different points in time. Hit with an arrow and then shot with a sword. Worst luck. Or he might not be any of those people. He might not be either of them. And that's just a bit of space right above those people where they wrote the words. Either way, we'll never know for sure. But we do know that Harold did die, and his body was recovered, and William the Conqueror gave order he was to be thrown in the sea. Oh, the sea is quite a long walk from battle, actually, so maybe that didn't happen at all either. Maybe, as some people suggest, Harold actually lived and walked and ran away from the battle and became a sort of wild man living near Chester. Either way, from that point on, William the Conqueror is king and ruler. Yes, and you all accept him. Yes. No, you don't, because we have to go to London and have another massive battle, because the people in London elect another king, and we have to have another fight, and kill those more Anglo-Saxon people, and then, on December 25th, Christmas Day, 1066, William the Conqueror is crowned king, and then you will accept him. Yes? No, you don't. In 1067, people in Exeter have a rebellion, and we have to go and get them, and then in 1068, Harold's sons come and invade England, and we have to go and fight them, and then in 1069, the people in the north of England rebel, and we have to go all the way up there, and get the people in the north. And eventually replace all of the lords with Norman lords instead to make sure that they do as they are told. Do you know why? Ilbert de Lacy was given quite a lot of land for that, including the manor of Pontefract and land in Leeds, very close to Kirkstall Abbey. And now, eventually, the English accept. No, they don't, because now a man called Harold the Wake in 1070 decides to have a massive rebellion in a place called Ely in Cambridgeshire, and we have to go and fight them as well. Just accept it. William's the ruler in 1070. Eventually, everybody in England decides and accepts that William the Conqueror is King of England. Good. But he wasn't the first, remember? And the Battle of Hastings wasn't fought at Hastings. And everybody argued about who was going to be the English king with no real idea about who was in charge. William the Conqueror won. Does that mean he was right? Guess we'll never know. So, remember, when you're looking into history, when you are getting facts and information in times of great chaos, don't trust the information you get straight away. Remember, truth is the first casualty. Investigate, read, research, and make up your own mind. My name has been Ilbert de Lacy. Thank you for listening. Make sure to click, like, subscribe, and share information on this video on the Histrionics History at Home YouTube page. And make sure to check out other videos they're doing here as well. Thank you very much, everybody, people of the internet and the world. From me, Ilbert de Lacy. Stay safe.